How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today, we're on a battle versus Just Chris from the Discord server in the OU tier. Looking at their team, they've got some pretty cool Pokemon. They've got a Toucannon, Mienshao, Ninetales Superior, Metagross, which I haven't faced yet, I don't think, and Electivire, which is really cool. So they've got Electivire, we've got Magmortar, the two rivals. So I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking, you know what, they probably lead off with the Ninetales. So Swampert's not a viable lead, really, because obviously Solar Beam's a thing. But you know what is a viable lead? They could also lead with Mienshao, to be fair. If they do, I'm going to lead with Magmortar, just in case they lead Ninetales, then we can Scorching Sands. And if they lead with Mienshao, we'll just switch straight into Corviknight. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Chris. So they're going to lead off with Raijin the Pompous, which is the Electivire, as we lead off with Magmortar. Now, obviously, I'm not going to stay in here because they could very well have Earthquake. Supercell Slam will actually hurt as well. So if I know they're going to go for an Earthquake or a Supercell Slam, best play to go for is probably Meganium or Swampert. So I think I'm going to go Swampert because Swampert can deal with it better. And I'm looking at their team and I have faith that Meganium's going to put in some work today. So we're going to withdraw Magmortar straight away. Not going to stay in against a threat that can potentially KO me because Scorching Sands does not KO Electivire. I'm going to go into the Swampert real quick. There we go. They do go for a Bulk Up. So Bulk Up is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Luckily, they don't get physical grass moves unless they get Trailblaze. I don't know. I'm going to go for the EQ anyway, just in case they don't have Trailblaze. But if they have Trailblaze, it shouldn't one-shot us anyway. So they go for a knockoff, knocking off our Assault Vest. It's going to do half to us, which is crazy damage. As now we go for an EQ. And that's going to do a lot of damage to the Electivire despite the... Oh, it KOs even through the Bulk Up. Electivire goes down. I did not expect it to KO from there. I thought it'd live on a sliver of HP because of the Bulk Up. But wow. In comes the King the Sociable, which is the Superior. It's nice and shiny, gotta love it. So I don't want to stay here and take a Leaf Storm, that's for sure. I think my best bet is probably going to be Slowking. So I'm going to go into Slowking. There's no point... Anyone who says that you should just stay in and let your Pokemon die here is just wrong. So I've seen a lot of you in the comments saying you should just stay in and go down, but why would I do that? So they're going to withdraw. They're going to do a double switch. Okay. What are they expecting? Corviknight or something? The QB, the early riser, comes in the Ninetales. So that is a good switch. Because it's likely we would have gone into Corviknight there. But in our instance, we're actually going into Slowking. So this actually works out really well for us because it means we can go for the chilly reception, get that snow up instead of the sun. And that way the sun's not going to benefit their... Does Toucannon get a Fire-type move in Beak Blast? Is Beak Blast a Fire-type move? I feel like it is. But looking at the team, I'm going to go for a chilly reception, get rid of that sun. They do go for a Hypnosis, and they do land the Hypnosis, which is really unfortunate. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So Drip Queen does fall asleep, but chilly reception, it still says preparing to tell a chillingly bad joke. Still says that despite the fact that, you know, whatever. Anyway, we'll try and wake up. We'll burn off a turn of sleep because not really worried about their flamethrowers. It will sting a little bit, but not too much. We are prepared to tell a chillingly bad joke, but stay fast asleep. It's funny how it still says that. It's funny how it still says that, but, you know, hey-ho. I guess that is the joke, that it still says that. Now, I have faith... Well, they go for a Hex. That's going to sting. That stings a little bit. I have faith we'll wake up this turn. We woke up, which is great. Tell a chillingly bad joke. There we go. And now we just need to go into something to take care of this Ninetales. Now, I am leaning towards... something along the lines. I would say the Swampert, but I feel like they have Solar Beam. But then again, Solar Beam is going to be a two-turn attack, isn't it? So I think we can go Swampert, but they could just put us to sleep. So we have to be careful of that. I want to go Kyurem Earth Power. That could work out nicely as well. Because I feel like they hit the Hypnosis, but at the same time, I kind of want to try it anyway. So I'm going to go into Swampert, see if we can like avoid the Hypnosis, because Hypnosis only has 60 base accuracy, you know. It shouldn't be hitting every time anyway. So they either switch out here, not wanting to risk it, or they go for a Hypnosis. So I'm going to go for a Flip Turn anyway. So they go for a Solar Beam in the snow. They really are risking it. So we go for a Flip Turn. That's going to do a lot of damage for such a weak move. And now, knowing they're going for the Solar Beam, we can do something here. Now, while the Superior is around and the Toucannon's around, Meganium ain't doing anything right now. But if we know they're going to go for a Solar Beam, we can just finish them off with like Kyurem or something. So I think I'm going to go Kyurem. I'm going to go Kyurem. And I'm going to go for that freeze dry because nothing on their team really wants to take a freeze dry, let's be real. We can go for the freeze dry. We can definitely go for a freeze dry right now. Or a blizzard. We may as well go for blizzard just in case they switch out into Metagross. Just to get the most amount of damage off. So let's go for that blizzard real quick. Oh, they can't switch because they're locked into Solar Beam. Of course, never mind. Ignore that. Ignore that part of my commentary. So Ninetales goes down, which is great. Kyurem claims a soul. I really want Superior to go away. They bring in Metagross, which can definitely wall my Kyurem, who's locked into the blizzard. And now we're just going to Corviknight. Corviknight is the best switch. Again, I'm not going to keep Kyurem in against the Metagross when I'm locked into Blizzard. So we're going to withdraw our Kyurem. We are going to go straight into Corviknight because Corviknight can just handle this Metagross no problem. Metagross does not get anything for Kyurem other than maybe Body Press, but it's going to go for a Meteor. Yeah, the Meteor Mash comes through. Does nothing to Corviknight, obviously, and we get some Rocky Helmet chip, which is always nice. Now we get a free U-turn off because they have to switch out here. And if they don't switch out, then we can just switch into something on a slow U-turn. That's going to take care of it. So they go for another Meteor Mash, doing a lot of damage. Not really. They get the attack boost, and they get some Rocky Helmet chip. We go for a U-turn, though. We get a free switch in with whatever we want. Now, I'm looking at the matchup, and I'm thinking, you know what? Oh, they're Rocky Helmet as well? Interesting set. Very interesting set. So the Meteor Mash with Rocky Helmet. So I'm guessing they're more of a bulky set. So we can go Magmortar. We should be able to outspeed and go for a Fire Blast or a Scorching Sands. I'm also debating Meganium for that Stab Earthquake, but at the same time, I don't want to do that yet. I feel like Magmortar is the best bet because it's going to force a switch. Because they either switch out here into something to take Fire Blast, which they don't have, or they lose the Metagross. And it depends on whether they want to lose Metagross or not. So I am going to go for a Fire Blast, and I'm probably going to miss. So we go for the Fire Blast. We don't miss, which is nice. Take out the Metagross, no problem. Magmortar does actual work against their team as well. Proper good work against their team. It hits really hard with Fire Blast. Solar Beam is also really nice with the Power Herb. So in comes Shifu, which is probably the... I was going to say Toucannon. But Mienshao makes sense, actually, now that I think about it. So we probably lose something here because we don't have a very good switch in. Knockoff's going to sting a lot of things. Close Combat's going to sting a lot of things. So I think Corviknight is the best bet. So I'm going to go into Corviknight. We might get two-shot by Close Combat here, but, you know, it's whatever. So we're going to withdraw Magmortar. We'll go out into a Corviknight who can definitely take on this Mienshao. Yeah, maybe not from the health we're at, but Close Combat's going to sting. Let's just say that. They go for a knockoff, though, which is going to do a little bit of damage. They get some Rocky Helmet chip, but we no longer have a Rocky Helmet anymore, so that's something to watch out for. I am going to go for a U-turn here because I want Meganium to do something in this game. Like I said, I really do want it to do something. So they do withdraw, which is good for us. They're probably going to go Toucannon, I would guess. Fruit Loops comes in. That's definitely the Toucannon. There we go. Nice and shiny as well. Gotta love it. We go for a U-turn. Get on out of there. Toucannon is a pretty threatening Pokemon. Not really. But they do have a red card, which means we don't get to pick what we switch into here. So we could go into Meganium. We go into Slowking. Slowking's fine. Slowking is fine. So Drip Queen is going to get dragged out. Now, I have to be careful here. I really have to be careful here. Because if, for example, they go for a Beak Blast, I don't know how it works with Chilly Reception. So I'm going to go for it anyway, and we'll see how it goes. So they do go for the Beak Blast. Now, is it going to work? How's it going to work? Damn, it does. All right, okay, so Chilly Reception goes before Beak Blast, which means now we've got to find a Pokemon to switch into a Beak Blast from Toucannon. And Corviknight is, you know, on death's door. We definitely go down the next turn after that. So I think maybe going into Corviknight is the best bet. I think. So I'm going to go for it anyway, and I'm curious to see how much this Beak Blast does. I don't think it does too much damage. I feel like it's a flying type move, not a fire type move. Yeah, it's flying. Okay, cool. It just looks like a fire type move and sounds like a fire type move, but it ain't. So let's go for a U-turn and get on out of there. I would Roost, but I don't think we need Corviknight for much else after this Toucannon's taken care of. So we go for a U-turn. We actually outspeed. So I'm curious as to what they've gone for here. Why does Toucannon not outspeed us? We're defensive, they're not. I think I'm a bit flustered. So I'm going to go into Swampert just to see what they're going to do, because I feel like they go for a Rock Blast here with loaded dice or something. Brick Break. Does a lot of damage. Not quite enough, though. As we just go for an Ice Punch here. Swampert's going to go down to a Beak Blast, no doubt. So they go for the Beak Blast, which is fair enough. We're going to go for an Ice Punch, which is going to do a lot of damage. It'll definitely do a lot of damage. Might even KO. Doesn't quite get the KO. Toucannon's got a little bit more bulk. We get burned from the Beak Blast, but it's fine because we're going to go down to the Beak Blast this next turn, which is no problem. So Beak Blast Toucannon on the prowl right now. Pretty threatening stuff to take care of us. It's a shame. I'm going to use Toucannon in the future, but Toucannon is putting in the work right now. Really putting in the work. So we've got a couple of options here. We can just go Kyurem. In the snow, Kyurem finishes up. Let's go for it. Let's go for the Kyurem. I think in the snow, Kyurem finishes up. I really think it does. Unless snow wears off this turn. Does it? No, it doesn't. So we just go for a Blizzard here. Blizzard will take care of everything on their team right now. As long as the snow stays up, Blizzard will take care of everything. So Blizzard comes through. Kyurem claims another soul. Because Kyurem got the Ninetales. And now the Toucannon. So Toucannon is going down. In comes King, the Superior. So Superior, they're probably thinking Superior outspeeds. They're not expecting the Scarf right now. So I'm going to go for that Blizzard. Unless they Tera. I've just realized they could Tera. So they do Terastalize. Are they going to be Stellar Tera? Because if they're Stellar Tera, they still go down to Blizzard. Because you're still defensively a Grass type. They are Tera Fire. Oh, nice. So is this going to be the same Tera Fire set that I used? Because I think it's better than Stellar Tera. I don't really like Stellar Tera. I think it's ridiculous. So we go for a Blizzard. Obviously, it's not going to do much to the Superior. Might freeze. But it doesn't. They go for a Leaf Storm. Now things get scary. Things get very, very scary right now because Leaf Storm plus Tera Fire is a pretty powerful combination. So I'm going to sack off Corviknight. So we get a free switch in. And I'm thinking Magmortar might be the play. So we'll withdraw Kyurem. Kyurem can still be useful later on down the line with the Draco Meteors. And we're going to go into our Corviknight. So basically Superior still gets outsped by Kyurem. So we can take it out of a... they go for a Dragon Pulse though. Takes us out. There we go. So it is Dragon Pulse, Leaf Storm, probably Tera Blast, and then maybe Substitute or Leech Seed or something like that. They are Life Orb though, which is good to note. So I'm leaning towards the fact that they are... I think Meganium could probably do this. Because they go for a Tera Fire here, right? They definitely go for a Tera Fire. Let's try it. Let's just try it. So Meganium's got some natural bulk to it. So I'm wondering whether or not we'll be able to KO here. So I'm going to Terastallize into a ground type and go for a Trailblaze. So Tera Fire is still neutral to us because we're ground, not rock. But I feel like we should be able to take at least one Tera Blast because Superior doesn't have the best special attack in the world, even at +2. It's not amazing. I feel like we live and go for a Trailblaze, and then we finish off with an Earthquake. So they go for a Giga... They predict the Tera Ground! No way! They predicted the Tera? That is unfortunate. They have Giga Drain as their secondary Grass Stab. That is just unfortunate. How did they predict that? I mean, to be fair, they're Tera Fire. They see the Meganium coming and they're probably thinking, yeah, that Meganium's definitely got some tech for that. Which is fair enough. That is fair enough because it's true. It's very true. So, now what? Magmortar? I guess Magmortar's coming in. So we'll go Magmortar. All we need to do is weaken this Superior to the point where Slowking can finish it off. So I'm going to go for that Scorching Sands. And hopefully that's enough to take it out. Hopefully Dragon Pulse doesn't take us out here. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. No, it definitely doesn't. They're going to lose some HP from the Life Orb, which is great, as the Scorching Sands is going to take it down to a good range of health, which is great. So we'll go for another Scorching Sands. They probably finish off with Giga Drain here to get some health back, as they do. This Superior is proving to be a bit of a threat. That's a shame that Meganium, because if Meganium got a Trailblaze on there, it would have been faster than the Superior, KO'd with Earthquake, and then done a lot of damage to the Mayan Shower of Earthquake. But unfortunately, that's not going to play out because they predicted the Tera. You know? They predicted the Tera. So I'm going to go into my Slowking. Slowking can come in. And then what we'll do is, basically what we're going to do here is, we're going to KO this thing with Sludge Bomb. 100% going to KO this thing with Sludge Bomb, even if they go for a Giga Drain right now. So they go for a Dragon Pulse. It's their only neutral attack. Well, Tera Fire could have probably done a bit more. They might not have Tera Fire, to be fair. Tera Blast. So we go for a Sludge Bomb. Takes out the Superior, which is no problem. And now, I think Slowking actually finishes up here. But Kyurem did so well this game. This is definitely a Kyurem video. Definitely a Kyurem video. So let's see how this plays out for us. Shifu comes in, which is the Mienshao. So I'm pretty confident in the fact that we could go for a Chilly Reception here. We definitely go for a Chilly Reception. Get them out of there. Go into Kyurem, Blizzard away, and then that's going to be the game, hopefully. So they go for a knockoff, which is going to take us out. So never mind, no Chilly Reception. So now it all comes down to QM whether we can hit Draco or not. So very close game, but unfortunately it's going to end there because the timer is silly. If the timer was at least 5 minutes longer, I would be happy. 25 minutes seems sound. 25 minutes in 10. So let me know who you think is going to win. Let me know whether you think the Draco Meteor hits or not. I think personally I'm going to miss the Draco and the game will be lost. But you know, it is what it is. So GG, Chris. That was a pretty fun one. It came right down to the wire. Really enjoyed that one. But anyway, here is the team. Try it out if you want to. Use the code at the top right corner of the screen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.